I still remember the very first time I got completely confused about sex. I was in college sitting with a group of friends, and someone said, "Women don't usually enjoy sex as much as men. It's just biology. That is how it is." And another nodded and added, "Men think about sex every 7 seconds. It's just biology. That is how it works." Everybody in the room laughed about it, but to me, something did not sit right. I kept asking myself this question: are these thoughts true? Are these words true? Or is just what we are being fed with over time? Then, years later, after having a good knowledge about sexual health, I found out that we are being fed with a lot of myths when it comes to sex. And this myth goes a long way to affect how these individuals see themselves, how they see sex, and also how they see intimacy. Good day, everyone, and welcome back to Nurse's Lecture Room. My name is Messi Marie, popularly known as the Nurse with a Difference, and I make learning easy and accessible for all my viewers. On this video, I'm going to be busting 8 myths about sex. If you are new on our YouTube channel and these are content you are interested in, please click on that subscribe button, turn on that notification button so you don't miss out. Let's go there. All right, welcome back. So today, let's set the record straight. The first myth I would like to debunk is men always want sex and women don't care about sex. Who told you that? Who told us that? Who convinced us to believe that men always want sex and women don't care about sex? The truth is, both men and women, they both have sex drive. A woman can have a high libido and a man can have a lower one. Hormones, health, and also stress has a role to play when it comes to sex drive, and not just the gender. I've seen situations where in a marriage, a woman has a higher libido more than their spouse. So don't follow that mentality. Don't believe in that mentality that men alone are meant to enjoy sex and men alone, they are the ones that care about sex. Women also care about sex. The second myth I would like to talk about is people saying the bigger the better. I believe you understand when I say the bigger the better. The idea that the size actually determines the pleasure derived is one of the most common and harmful myths that is circulating. Yes, but pleasure is actually derived from the connection, the technique, and also the comfort, not just the physical attributes. Some people have it bigger, but they cannot actually utilize it properly. Why some people have it smaller, but they have the right technique, they have the right connection to make a woman feel love. So forget about what you hear on the internet that it's the bigger, the better. Because when I made video on how to increase size of the penis, I got a lot of comments on the comment section talking about, "Oh, Nurse Mary, I need to enlarge it. I need to enlarge my penis," and things like that. But the main thing is the connection. The main thing is the comfort and also the technique. The third myth I would like to debunk is if you don't have it regularly, something is going to go wrong. There is no exact number of sex that couples should have. Like if you don't have 5 number of sex a week, something is going to go wrong. There is no exact number. There are couples that have sex daily. There are couples that have sex weekly. There are couples that have sex monthly. The crown of it all is that these couples, they are happy. The people involved, the partners, they are happy. But there's something I want you to take note of, and that is quality is more important than quantity. When I say quality, I mean the connection involved in both parties involved in the sex. It's not just about the man coming and going. It's the connection, the styles, the ability to explore each other and feel the bond with each other that matters more. So quality is very much important than quantity. Take note of that. Then the fourth myth I would like to debunk is you cannot get pregnant if it is your first time. Yes, I had an experience growing up where a young lady got pregnant and she was like, "It's my first time. I've not done it before. It's my first time." And people were like, it's a lie. It's because you are pregnant that you are saying it's your first time. It doesn't really matter if it's your fourth time or your 100th time. If the sperm meets the eggs successfully with nothing on the way, you are going to get pregnant. So don't say because I'm doing it for the first time, I'm not going to get pregnant. Be it your first time or your 100th time, as far the egg meets with the sperm, there's going to be a baby. So if you don't want to get pregnant, it is better for you to use protection or you go for a family planning method. Then the fifth myth I would like to talk about is the withdrawal method is a reliable form of family planning. Let me tell you something. Withdrawal method is not 100% reliable in the sense that if you are not careful, pre-com, you've heard of pre-com, pre-com can make your lady get pregnant, and also accidents might happen. So if you are planning to prevent pregnancy, the best thing is to use a condom or to use other family planning method. Then the sixth myth I would like to debunk is porn shows what real sex looks like. I want to let you know that porn is not educational. Porn is just for entertainment. Yes, porn actually takes you away from reality, what real sex looks like. It starts making you question your body image. It starts making you question the size of what you have. It starts making you feel you are not capable of doing what you see. Pornography or porn that people watch is for entertainment. It's not reality. It's not educational. Let me tell you something. Sex is about communication. It's about mutual pleasure. It's not just about performance. Then the seventh myth I would like to talk about is if you have STI, you will know right away. That is a big lie. There are some sexually transmitted infection that takes time to surface. The incubation period is long. For example, chlamydia, gonorrhea, and syphilis. Yes, you might have an encounter with someone today. It's not going to show sign now. You're not going to have the signs and symptoms. Don't feel that all STI just surface when you have sex. No, that it's a myth. That needs to be debunked. The only way to be safe, I advise regular testing, especially if you have multiple sex partners. The eighth myth I would like to talk about is talking about sex ruins the mystery of sex. Talking about sex makes sex less fun. That is a lie. Open communication about sex actually make your relationship stronger. Yes, you heard me right. When partners feel safe discussing their needs, boundaries, and desire, intimacy becomes better and not worse. So if you and your partner have not been talking about sex, please and please do talk about sex. Talk about the styles that you like more. Talk about the positions that you prefer. Talk about what makes you what turns you on. Just explore. Talk about everything you need to know about sex. Talk about why you are not this, why you are that. Just talk about sex. Same way you talk about food. Same way you talk about vacation. Talk about sex with your partner. And trust me, it's going to make intimacy more fun and it's going to make your relationship stronger because you are not scared of talking about it. So, if you as an individual have believed this myth over the years, I just want to let you know that you are not alone. There are thousands of people out there that have held these myths to themselves, that have held these words to themselves, and that has affected their intimacy, that has affected their sexual life, and also that has affected the bonding with their partner. It is very important for you to learn and unlearn. It is also very important for you to ask questions, and it is also very important not to believe everything you hear and everything you see. So before I end this video, this is my take-home tip. And the first one is stop comparing yourself or your partner with unrealistic expectations. You heard me right. Stop the comparison and enjoy the flow. Then the second thing I want you to take home with is that intimacy is more of connection, it's more of bonding than pressure. It's more of the pleasure, mutual pleasure than pressure. And the third thing I want you to take home is that education and communication about sex actually make your relationship stronger, actually build that good intimacy bond with your partner rather than making it worse. Learn to talk about how you feel about sex. If it's painful, learn to talk about it. If it's fun, learn to talk about it. Same way you communicate about vacation, same way you talk about your traveling experience and the food you like best. You are talking to your partner and not a stranger. Thank you very much for staying tuned. Thank you very much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and also don't forget to share with your partner if you got value. Bye and see you in our next video.